Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to totally shift how you think about AI. Seriously, we're moving way beyond just chatting with an AI. We're talking about building powerful, autonomous AI agents that can actually manage projects and execute complex workflows for you. So, let's dive right in. I mean, just stop and think about that for a second. We're all so used to treating AI like this super smart Google, right? We ask for a fact, a summary, a quick answer. But what if you could hand it a real mission? A big, complex goal, like, say, launch this new product or organize all the research for this report. And instead of just giving you information, it actually does the work. That's the huge leap we're going to explore today. So here's our game plan. First, we'll look at why we need to move past single prompts. Then we'll map out the entire AI workflow spectrum. After that, we're going to get under the hood and look at the anatomy of an AI agent. And yes, I'm going to give you a 7-step recipe to build one yourself. And to wrap it all up, I'll show you the ultimate AI playbook, where you can grab all the blueprints and get started. Okay, let's tackle this first big idea. This is really about a mindset shift. We're graduating from treating AI like a fact checker to, well, hiring it as our own personal research assistant. This isn't just about getting slightly better answers anymore, it's about giving AI real responsibility. You know, this comparison just nails it. A single prompt is a transaction. You ask, it answers. It's like walking up to a librarian and asking for one specific fact from one book. Simple. But an AI agent, that's a whole different ballgame. You're not just asking, you're delegating. You're basically hiring a research assistant and saying, hey, write a whole paper on this topic. And it goes off and does it. That's the power we're talking about unlocking. Now, it's not all or nothing. This move from a simple request to a complex mission, it happens on a spectrum. It really helps to think about AI interactions in terms of their maturity level, because honestly, not every job needs a full-blown autonomous agent. Understanding these levels means you can pick the right tool for the job. And here are those 3 levels side by side. On the far left, you've got non-agentic. This is your basic chatbot. Think of it as a really smart autocomplete that has no memory of what you just said. In the middle, you have agentic. This is more like a co-pilot. It works with you, it can use tools, but you're still the one driving. But then, on the right, you have true AI agents. This is where you just hand over the goal, and the system itself figures out the plan and executes it. It's autonomous. Okay, so we know what they can do, but what makes them tick? Let's pop the hood and see what an AI agent is actually made of. What are the essential parts that let it think, plan, and act all by itself? And here's the most important thing to get. An AI agent is not just a language model, it's a whole system. It perceives the world through data, it reasons about that data to make a plan, and, this is the key part, it takes actions using tools all to achieve a goal that you set. We can break this down into 3 core capabilities. First up is perception. The agent takes in information, your prompt, a PDF, data from an API, to figure out what's going on. Second, reasoning. This is the brain. It looks at the goal and breaks it down into smaller, doable steps. And third, action. It actually does those steps by calling its tools, and it learns from the results to get better over time. And of course, these agents come in different flavors. A retrieval agent is like your expert librarian. It's perfect for searching through a giant knowledge base. Then you have a task agent, which is more like your personal assistant, awesome for automating things like updating your CRM. And finally, the autonomous agent is the project manager, the one that can dynamically plan and run mission-critical operations. All right, we've talked about the what and the why, so now let's get to the how. Building a real production-ready AI agent might sound super intimidating, but you can actually break it down into a pretty straightforward 7-step recipe. Here's the blueprint. Step 1 is the system prompt. Think of this as the agent's constitution. It defines who it is and what its purpose is. Step 2, choose the LLM, the brain of the operation. Then step 3, and this is where the magic happens, you give it tools. This is how it interacts with the world. Step 4 is memory, so it can remember what's happening. Step 5 is orchestration, the logic that decides which tool to use and when. 6, you build a UI so people can actually use it. And finally, step 7, and this is so crucial, you set up AI evals to constantly test and measure how well it's doing. Okay, I know that was a lot to take in, from the big ideas all the way down to a 7-step build process. So the next logical question is, okay, where do I find examples and guides for all this stuff? And that brings us to the playbook, where this all comes together. This pretty much says it all. The Prompting Blueprints repository on GitHub is basically a one-stop shop for everything we've been talking about. It's a totally open-source collection of reusable patterns and guides to help you build really high-quality AI solutions and do it fast. So what's actually in there? Well, you're going to find reusable prompt patterns, you'll find curated packs of prompts for common tasks, deep dive guides on the latest models, and powerful tactics for different tools. It's all designed to be a super practical, hands-on playbook for you. And look, this isn't just something to read, it's a living project. I really want you to use it, go explore it, fork it for your own work, and hey, if you come up with something cool, contribute it back to the community. Let's build this thing together. You can find everything we talked about today and a whole lot more right there at github.com/thomashair/prompting-blueprints. Go check it out. If you find it useful, give the repo a star and go ahead and clone it to start building your own agents right now. So there you have it. We've gone all the way from just asking simple questions to having a full blueprint for creating autonomous AI assistants. The tools are here, the patterns are here. The only question left is, what are you going to build? I can't wait to see.